Hey, I don't got to shoot, I got shooters. I know I'm cooler than the cooler. I know this way you keep your alcohol. I know that I'm about the ball. All of my niggas is savages. Meet up the bone like some scavengers. I know that them fly, I got passengers. I love Jesus Christ and Bible passages. My girl so fly, she have a Merlin. She love the majesty like Merlin. And the balls like a Laker, Irvin. Should've kept it clean like this detergent. Wash the shit out and let the cat up out the bag. I get naked and let the dick out the sack. Let it breathe, get some air. Baby, please, I'm already there. Decadent creamery everywhere. I represent me, it's a love affair. Smelling the trees, it's a buzzing here. Carry down with the team if you weren't prepared. Hey, this is my style. I do it to get some attention. Hey, the crowd going wild, so I guess I'ma keep on spitting. Nigga, I borrowed your style, but you won't get no honorable mention. I'm rocking it better than you. I'm making retire no pension. I just get the bread at the food. Apply sandwich bread and make it smooth. My movement gon' move, that's the move. The only option not to lose. Hey, never been scared, you ain't prepared. I ain't sorry. Your breezy clearly walked the ass over here. I ain't sorry. Mad cause you think I ran out with your beer. I ain't sorry. You're tripping cause you think I stole your career. I ain't sorry. Hey, you ain't feeling me, no apologies. I ain't sorry. Hey, sorry not sorry. Hey, I ain't sorry. I don't even feel that bad, my nigga. I ain't sorry. Give no fucks about your ass, my nigga.
I ain't sorry. Yo, welcome to another episode of COFFEE and BONGHITS with Jessie with like 7 S's. My name is Jessie Sponberg. You know what's crazy is I totally forgot what I was just about to say. Oh yeah, I was working on the description last night for when we drop on the new platforms in January. When we drop on the new platforms in January, all these new things are gonna want a description of me. And I've really been trying to figure out how to describe me lately. And I told Karen, I was like, look, babe, no matter what, first and foremost, you just gotta call me I'm a rapper. Then I'm a gangster. And then I'm whatever else I am after that, right? Activist, freaking political style dude, talk show host, whatever, all that other stuff. First and foremost, just remember I'm a rapper. I might be a washed up rapper. I might be an old rapper. I might be a rapper that has ear hair growing right here. But first and foremost, I'm a rapper that did this, that did this, that did this. And I'm really struggling with how to explain that to the people. So we are back at the home office today, or the home studio, whatever you want to call it. We are not at Flight Lounge. We are not at Flight Lounge, but we still have to play this one video right here before we can start the show.
Shut the fuck up, sorry ass motherfucker, stay away from me.
Microphone plugged in. I didn't even have the microphone plugged in. Holy shit. See what I'm saying? It's going to be a short ass episode today. A short. Can you hear me now? I'm that dude now. Can you hear me now? Just give me some thumbs up. Yeah, they did the U.S. Marshals shot a man last night in North Portland, not too far from where I am. The reports that I read said they shot him once, just one shot, which is the opposite of how they did Mike Reinhold. Anyways, today we're going to talk about the Red House a lot. The Red House is a land defense for some indigenous people, some people of color. And anyways, it's turned into a war zone at these people's house where they've been living, and the police are now there to remove them. And it's crazy. I watched some videos yesterday that I'm not going to share on my show because I don't do riot porn. I don't do police murder porn. I don't risk people's safety for viewership, or I don't risk people's safety for, I don't ever want to get subpoenaed. Like, yo, you had that footage on your show. I don't want that. I just got subpoenaed. Oddly enough, I just got subpoenaed, 2 months ago? 2 months ago for a case from 2016 where a woman said she was pepper sprayed by the police. And the police department's argument was that they didn't pepper spray her because she was able to continue filming. And so they subpoenaed me so that I could testify. Luchi Vega in the house. The Mexican Mac is in la casa esta mañana. Is that, I don't know how to say morning. Hasta mañana? I think that means this morning. Hasta mañana? No? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so I got subpoenaed so that I could testify that it is possible to get pepper spray right in the eyeball and still keep live streaming. And I was like, that puts me in a weird position because I have to tell, how do you say morning then? I had to tell that lady, I was like, well, look, I know you don't know me, but if somebody just told you that there's a guy who one time just got pepper sprayed in the eyeball and kept filming, they weren't talking about just a regular ass person, right? That's like my thing. Most people don't have an immunity to it, but they're not going to let me. They're not going to let me continue, right? That's what I thought, Kim. Mañana es morning and also tomorrow. That's what I thought. That's what Mr. Walker taught me when I was in like freshman Spanish, when my name was Pedro. You guys don't even know that about me. For 2 years in certain parts of the hallway, if I seen certain people, my name was Pedro for 2 whole years. That was like my secret identity that nobody knew about. I was renting Blockbuster movies, getting Hollywood video, like Pedro. That's all I wrote, just Pedro. I was like Madonna, but in the 9th grade. Anyways, okay. The hoodies are in. If you ordered from the last shipment of merch, they're in. I did local shipping, or I skipped the shipping with a lot of people, so I did local pickup. But if we can't facilitate local pickup, I'll just ship them to you. I just figured I would just get them all to myself and figure it out. But yeah, they're here. I've seen a picture of them. They're effing gorgeous. Oh my God, they're so gorgeous. You guys are going to be super jealous you didn't get in on this order, but you can get in on the next order, or Man, are you guys arguing with Mr. Robert Walker, who was my teacher in the 9th grade at Marshall High School? Okay, look, I'm not going to argue with you about it. I will, though, remind you guys a couple things. One, you could go right now to standupandfightback.bigcartel.com, and you could get some edgy gear for 2020 or 2021 or Christmas this year. And if you use the promo code Coffee and Bong Hits, you can get free shipping on your entire order. And these shirts aren't super expensive or nothing. They're cool. I wear them on the show all the time. They're great. And also, if you are a person that has a brand, that has a logo, that has a message that they could push, the people that Stand Up and Fight Back have really good deals on stuff, high quality and reliable. That's who I use. That's who's Easy E, that guy you saw from the picture. He's bringing those shirts to me at some point today. Okay, the other thing we're going to talk about, I haven't even had a chance to look, but I just saw in a couple places that water is now being traded as a commodity on Wall Street. Man, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'll try to warn you guys. I tried to warn you guys in 2014 when I was busting my ass to keep the water fluoride free, and I tried to warn you guys in 2015 when we saved the reservoir that water was going to become the next gold or oil. And so while I'm not one to chase headlines, especially if they're sensationalized without reading it, I think that at some point today we could read it together. You know what I really want to talk about, honestly? Dinosaurs and dragons. You guys want to talk about that shit? Dinosaurs and effing dragons. That's what I'm really just trying to talk about today. And since it's my show, I think I should get the other stuff out of the way. But what I really want to do, oh my gosh. God, Robert Zerfing is a tool. Steve, why is your brother such a tool? Why every time I go to Twitter and I see his name, it's tied next to something super stupid. All right. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about is dragons. I listened to this dude talk about it last night. Now, first, let me. Okay. Oh my God, it's just called the ADD show, man. I can't think anymore. Ugh. All right, look, we can all do the regular news. We're gonna get some regular news. Look, I will go strictly dinosaurs and dragons after 10:30. Hopefully Diction will find us and he can come in. We can talk dinosaurs and dragons at 10:30. But I watched a video, a short video, like 5-minute video the other day, and it puts a seed in my head. And yesterday I stewed about it for a little bit, and then I watched the video again last night. So after halftime, at halftime we go to the red panda taking 4 bulls to the head. Anyways, let me remind you guys, Fuck 12 News is really coming to a .com starting in 2021. I know that people have been expecting it to have already dropped right now, but I'm really trying to narrow my focus down to getting more goals at 90 or 100% than I am at getting them to a bunch of goals at 60%, right? So let me wrap this up. We're close, man. We're close. You guys, I can't even tell you what I have going on, because you're not supposed to tell your secrets until there's too much momentum to stop it. But let me just say, 360 virtual reality live stream shows you are not ready for. 2021 has a lot of opportunity. So, yo, to all my rats out there, not like rats, not like snitches, but all my like Chuck E. Cheese out there, get your cheese. 2021, the motto is get money from dummies, man. Because look, everybody's trying to exist outside of the existing system. So really what you would need to be doing is take your brain out of the passenger seat. Take your mind out. Look, I can't even think today. I'm just rambling because my stomach hurts. I got dry mouth and I'm lightheaded. But and look, my logo's not even up there. Okay, look, we're aching. P.S. I made a phone call yesterday. Checked on the foster kitty. She's good. Also, you should be watching this on urbansurvivorman.com because nobody else has such a badass logo on the whole planet. Dude, Michael Jordan is not wearing a magic hat. Sorry, MJ. This is the Aloha Wall Walker logo, and it's available on a hoodie or a t-shirt if you go to the store right below us, urbansurvivorman.com/shop. What? Boom, big news. Yo, Dirty Black, if that's how I always know what day it is. If Dirty Black shows up, that means it is Thursday. I never know until, do you know how many times on this show I just write? Sorry, my nose is like drippy now. How many times on this show I just write the wrong day? I'd be like, happy Thursday. It'll be like a Tuesday. Or happy Wednesday. I could be like Frosty the Snowman. Happy birthday. Y'all remember that one? When Frosty the Snowman, the cartoon, they put the magic hat on him, and as soon as he put his magic hat on, he just go, happy birthday. Yeah, those are the only three people, counting me, but not counting me. The only two magic people I could think of that have magic hats is Frosty the Snowman and the Sorcerer's Apprentice, right? Isn't that what he got, the magic hat? Or they have a magic wand? I don't know. I'm old. It's Wednesday. Thank you, Marty. See, what would I do without you guys? Yo, you guys are going to become so much more important soon. Like, oh my gosh. We only have like 3 more weeks, and then we're dropping with this incredible package that the world isn't really ready for in the podcast field, right? All these people launch these podcasts that have one episode and one picture graphic that just came off their Facebook and no logo, and they still get like 10,000 downloads in a month or whatever. It's like, holy shit. So we're about to shock the world with what we got going on. Okay, look, it's 10:20. We're gonna flip it up today a little bit. Hey, super shout out to Rajim, the Block Bishop. My guy's always doing the most in that same exact song. What's crazy is when I play that song in his life, it's the first time he ever did it, right? Does that make sense? So like when I'm watching it, I'm outside of time and space. When he recorded that, he was in a finite time and space. There's actually a moment that he remembers saying those words, right? But how many times have I watched it? I've watched it 30, 40 times. So while he thinks that today is the first time he ever rapped it, right? Look at the video. Look at his enthusiasm. Does it look like he's already rapped that 30 times for me? No, that's the first time he's ever done it. And I can access that moment at any time. And if all of the evens Stevens are really truly even, then I think that it has to be that way for us, right? We create these punctuated moments. We create these save points. We create these places we can go back to at any time. How many times did you recreate your 4th birthday? That was fun, right? Y'all went to Farrell's. That was one of the best times in your life. Your grandparents were still alive. You could go back there at any time. If you have as above, so below, right? If I can do it with Rajim, but look at the damn video. I mean, look at the video. Watch this dude's face.
Sorry, you got options, nigga, choose. You keep it popping like a tool. Or your bitch pussy hole in my crew. Colder than the ice under a luge. Whipping the wheel and I come for
Does it look like he's done this a bunch?
In the building still. Y'all popping the pills. Ask your girl how it feel with my cock in the grill when I drill for real.
Yeah, those part of the lyrics are kind of ill right there.
Sell the wheel for a killing. She bet to kill a meal. Crash a plane, blow up a building when it's real.
Yeah, I should have rewinded to the beginning of it. I was just about to break you guys off with some extra, but you weren't ready. You ain't ready for that yet. Oh, Juggernaut does have the magic cat that protects him against Professor Xavier's psychic attacks. Yes, because they're stepbrothers, right? Right? Man, so here's something I want to tell you guys before we start talking about dragons and dinosaurs. For real. Real. That's what we're going to talk about today. It's my show. What, you would think I'm supposed to be Dan Rather? You can go to the Oregonian if you want to read about what's going on somewhere. You can go to Twitter if you want to read about what's going on somewhere, right? But I'm going to give you something you ain't really getting nowhere else, which is a conversation about dinosaurs and dragons, man. And maybe even giants if we get kooky enough. It just bothers me that most people use this as some Christian Science way of invalidating the dating methods of the earth. So after halftime, we're going to go into dating methods. We're going to talk about I'm Wolf Blitzer, right? Don't forget about that, Wolf Blitzer. Let's just have that overlay up. Let me find that shit. No. Okay. Well, look, let me remind you guys that every day the bong hit is brought to you by giant anteaters. That's right, kids. Giant anteaters. Are you looking for an environmentally friendly pest remediation solution that can live in your house? That was a terrible read. I told you I'm suffering today. Get a freaking anteater, yo. That's it. That's the message. Get a freaking anteater. No, we don't have any quality control around here. We do got water with intention in it, though. You got my style. My water got intention. Okay. So, man, that was a loud ass lip smack. Oh my God, you guys know about those videos where people just talk soft on YouTube and then smack their lips and then like, hey, you're watching this video inside headphones and it's designed to create a response in your head. Right? Man, the homie Carl hooked me up with that shit the other night and I was like, what the heck is going on? It was creepy. Dude gave me a half boner, man. I was like, whoa, stop talking like that, bro. This ain't the spot. Oh, real quick, here's your reminder that this Friday, me and Figure 8 bringing it to you with The Pricer is Writer. This is one of the funnest games we got going on right now. Not that it's going to be our only one, but look, you could be this guy. You could absolutely be that guy. Like, oh, shit, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Pricer is Writer. Okay, so right now it's halftime. So we're going to go right now. remind you guys that Flight Lounge Cafe got merch. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then I also want to remind you that this Saturday is the ugliest Christmas sweater ever. Man, that's when you know I'm not really feeling it because if I mess up the delivery on a charity event, damn, I got a lot of feedback. Oh, I think my phone is messing with my microphone. It's not feedback. It's like no, I still got it. That's weird. This little transistor zip. Okay, here. Anyway, shh.
Anna, what are you doing at the mall?
Oh, yeah, just out here shopping for a wife.
Don't you have elves?
Oh, of course I have elves, but when you get married, don't ever give your wife a presentation.
Can I sit on your lap?
That's not proper social distancing, but
How about a high five?
How about I write you a letter?
I already wrote you a letter.
Oh, well, you can come meet me at urbansurvivorman.com on December 12th. See me online.
Do you always wear that coat?
New music coming up. And went right back.
Now this is G-Eazy. It's your boy, Yo Got the King.
These brand new don't step on my business. I'ma hit that if she let me. They don't like how I talk. What's going on?
That's right. I don't know if you guys have the 5XL radio app on your phone yet. Man, look, I even messed up the 5XL plug. Okay, don't forget about the movement. Yo, it's Jessie Sponberg. I'm rocking it with the movement. You can too. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. only on KBOO, KBOO 90.7. And if you run a business and you still just do it on social media, renting space in cyberspace, renting an apartment from Zuckerberg is no safer than renting an apartment in Portland, Oregon. Your rents keep going up, your accommodations keep going down, the neighborhood keeps getting worse. Well, all of you should be doing is going and getting yourself a nice little condominium that you own or a little piece of land in cyberspace so that your product can really exist on its own. And then you can still leave your real estate and go dabble with the commoners, right, in social media, but you can always come back and they can never take it away. So for that, check out my man Alex at Total Market Exposure. And it's halftime. How many bowls you taking to head today? Welcome back to the second half of Coffee and Bong Hits with Jessie. I got coffee. I got the elephant. I'm still Jessie. Don't forget, you should be watching this show on urbansurvivorman.com. It goes up on the website. As soon as the live feed is over, it will be up for your viewing. So you can stop, rewind, be like, what the hell did he say? It'll be there for you. That's good. That's good. Remember, the t-shirts are in. If you got part of this last order of Fuck 12 merch, because remember, we only ran Fuck 12 shit, right? But on this next round, you can get Coffee and Bong Hits merch. So go to urbansurvivorman.com, all right? urbansurvivorman.com. And look at the Coffee and Bong Hits merch. I think there's some Spomberg for Mayor shirts up there. I think you can get the Don't Blame Me. I voted for Spomberg shirts. I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff up there. So whatever you get, I will make sure that the order is in time for Christmas. I assure you. You guys are so kind to me. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here's the thing, man. First of all, do you think that Red Panda knows how many times she's already replayed that exact punctuated moment in time? Right? Do you think that she has the concept that when she does that, it's literally the 500,000th time that it's happened, that she's living and stuck and trapped in an infinite memory loop? Right? Every time I push play, she has to show back up at some point in time and space, right? She is locked to a finite location and spatial point. And I'm not. I'm infinite. We're outside of her aquarium, right? So she lives in an aquarium. I live in the fish store. She lives in the YouTube. I live in somebody else's YouTube. And she's probably watching YouTube on her phone. And if the video that she's watching on her phone is Coffee and Bong Hits, then what kind of wormhole did we just create? That's the real question that needs to be answered today. What kind of wormhole is that? Because I guarantee that this little conversation I'm having is not the first time that we've had this. I don't even have to thoughtfully participate with the left side of my head. I can just let these words just leak in through the right side of my ear and just talk and talk and talk and totally be like, I wonder what's the best deviled egg recipe, and not even like give a shit. Like literally just be thinking about when Joe gets here, do I have something cool to make him for lunch because he's on his way to drop off the stuff, right? But that lady is literally trapped. Rajim is trapped in that moment when he says, I'm not sorry. Like, boom, frozen in time. And I'm frozen in time too, right? But knowing that you're frozen in time, knowing that it's already happened, knowing that you're in a loop gives you infinite power, right? Because you can do anything because you already did it. Like, no matter what you do, it already happened. I don't know what to tell you about that. I didn't invent it, man. I'm not a science fish. Okay, so what about some dragons, yo? Okay, so first of all, is there anybody listening right now who does not believe in dinosaurs? At all. Or dragons. I guess it would have to be that, right? So you don't believe, you think that the devil buried all those bones to test the faith of Christians. Okay, so check this out. If that's what you believe, then that's going to be difficult for us to continue to process, because that's kind of just the starting point. We're going to have to believe that there's bones that do exist in some capacity, right? So when somebody tells me, when I go see a Tyrannosaurus, right? Because throughout my life, the voice in my head from the future has always whispered little tips, right? Little insider information from me. Like, for example, when it whispered in my ear, yo, bro, you know that moon is not real, right? And I was like, what? I'd never even considered it. And the voice in my head was like, man, sometimes you could be a real sucker. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And then I set out to figure out what the voice in my head was talking about, right? And at other points in my life, the voice in my head, when looking at a dinosaur fossil, has whispered in my ear, yo, bro, you know somebody killed the dinosaurs, right? And I'm just like, man, didn't nobody kill the dinosaurs? Voice in my head, stop being paranoid. And the voice in my head is like, you stop being paranoid, fool. The voice in my head is really reliable, man. Really, really reliable. And I'm blessed to very rarely ever get proven wrong. But after the voice in my head becomes nagging with it, I can pretty much guarantee that that's the way it is. No matter what it seems. No matter what it seems. All right, right on, Arnie. We'll see you, G. Oh, shit, I got no logo up there again. Man, I really need that default logo. God, that sucks. Sorry, I was like yelling at the... Hold on, what's going on? This is all I need. Boom, right there, default logo. Oh. So then you ask a scientist, and you say, so how old is the dinosaurs? And they'll be like, 65 million years old. And you're like, mofo, you just made that up. Nope, 65 million years old. Like, no, you know how old a million is? A million is a gigantic effing number. The difference between 1 million and 2 million is a gigantic number. You're just going to tell me 65 million years old. Are these the same scientists that used to tell us that the moon was just captured in the Earth's orbit? Are these the same scientists that told us there was no intelligent civilizations that could possibly exist in the Americas? Are these the same scientists that leave the laugh emojis on Facebook because they think they're smart? Remind me to after I get a chance, remind me to dispel, let me write this down. Dispel the rumor of situational intelligence, right? You know what aberration is? Like, it's some shit that like doesn't always happen and then just kind of happens. Aberration is not a good way to describe when a stupid person thinks that suddenly they're right about something and that you, a smart person, are suddenly arguing something that you're wrong about. Like, at what point in this exchange ever did you demonstrate your intelligence? Like, nowhere, right? So why on this controversial topic would you suddenly become somebody with a reliable perspective, right? But equally bad are these people that intellectually are your superiors, right? Like they might beat you in a contest of naming everything on the periodic table of elements, but man, those guys are not intelligent, right? They just have one depth of intelligence. Like, okay, bro, you know how to calibrate a scale using a laser. That's awesome. You've never seen a demon? Like, you've never taken acid? You've never dropped DMT? You don't understand what's going on out here in this world, right? You don't get it. You have a limited perspective. None of us get it, man. We only have 5 senses. We can only see 7 colors in a rainbow. We're all dumb. And I don't mean dumb like stupid. I mean dumb like limited. Dumb like mittens on your hands, right? That kind of dumb. Hard to type with mittens on your hands. Anyway, so here's the deal. Throughout all of the history of mankind has fought dragons. You dig? Everywhere. Everywhere. They fought dragons. So science will tell you that there were no dragons. But science will tell you that there's these other things called dinosaurs, which are like exactly like dragons. But they're not dragons because a scientist guy using dating techniques, which I'm down with dating techniques. I get it. I get carbon-14 dating, and I get stratigraphy-based dating, right? Like you can see at what layer something is buried at, and then find other things that are buried at that layer, and then double check and cross check your dating, your dates, right? I get that. I understand counting tree rings. But man, 65 million years. That's what you're going to tell me. 65 million years. And then all of a sudden humans just came here like what at the end of the last ice age or whatever, man. 10,500 years or some shit like that. Come on, man. What? And they talk about dragons. They drawn about dragons. Why would they just be inventing dinosaurs, right? So does that mean that dinosaurs and man walk the same? Yo, there's like a creek bed in Texas where they have like petrified footprints of a human and a dinosaur that are at the exact same strata level in the soil. It's famous. You could Google it. I don't know, man. Like just the idea that this planet, the moon, sun, all these things could really have been here for millions of years. Millions. Oh my God. You know how big of a number a million is? Millions of years, and the earth has been here for billions of years, and we just showed up in 1973. And really, I don't trust most of those people that have those kind of findings originally anyways, because they're working to get funded, right? You don't find dinosaur bones. If you don't find dinosaur bones, you won't get more grants from the university, right? I don't really know about in paleontology, but I know that in archaeology in general, a lot of people whose research is funded by academia, right? Or funded by philanthropical grants from Illuminati societies, you know, like the national pornographics. I know that I don't trust none of those people. The same people that told me that people from Africa were subhumans. The same people that told me that the people that lived in the Americans were subhumans, that they were brutal savages. The people that brought religion with them. Yo, you can't even figure out religion. I don't fool yourself thinking that science and religion are like opposite, because that's really only in theory. Religion uses science. They just give you the religion part to manipulate you, but really they understand the science. You know what's really crazy is if I was even paying attention to this show, I can't wait to watch it and figure out what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. Man, isn't Joe Biden crappy? Oh my gosh. Joe Biden only looked good standing next to Donald Trump. But that's good enough for me, man. Kid Trump, OUTOFHERE. Out of here. Oh, man, I don't feel good. And Joe's on his way. And then I got 6 hours booked at the new place tonight. I don't know if anybody told you guys that. Yeah, booked 6 hours. So I don't know what you guys are doing. You could be doing whatever you're doing right here. It's sunny Pauna Onu How no. It's sunny Captain Cook Hawaii. Okay, check this out, man. I'm gonna tap out unless let me see what's the top thing. Max Smith. Let me just see. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna tell you guys, because I wanted to wait till the end of the show to talk about it. The Red House. The action for the Red House should not be at the Red House. The action for the Red House should be downtown. The action for the Red House should be at eviction court. That's the process that needs to be stopped. The Red House, of course, needs to be defended, but all that energy just spent standing around or existing on Twitter or arguing or self-cannibalizing, it could all be spent at the Multnomah County Justice courthouse, the Multnomah County Courthouse, where the evictions take place. And sending Ted Wheeler emails and stuff is good. Of course, you should always do that. But you should also be sending them to Sheriff Reese, Mike Reese, who is actually the sheriff of Multnomah County. And since the evictions are processed through the Multnomah County courts, they're processed by the Multnomah County sheriff. So what Ted is doing is only allowing his, oh man, hold on. Whoa. Okay. Sorry, I just read some distressing shit. You know what's funny is everybody in the city messages me like just all day long. All day long, I just get messages with super important secret shit. And so the last thing I'm going to send you away with today is this really, really, really good piece of advice. Very rarely in life will you gain something from telling a secret that is worth more than what you keep by just knowing the secret, right? Remember, knowledge is power. Once you play your hand, guess what? You got no hands. Come on. Keep your cards close to your chest and make them pay to see your cards, right? And if they don't pay, slough. Don't show them your cards. You can make a lot of moves with no cards, or you could bet aggressively when you know you're sitting on cards, right? Okay, guys, I promise there's no way in the world that I'm going to have a crummy tummy 2 days in a row. I've just been eating a lot of beans. I waited 52 minutes without telling you guys that. All right, look. Here's your reminder. about all the things that I always remind you guys of. So that's what I'm looking for right there. If I don't say 5,000 G, then that means either the sheriff, who you should be calling about the red house. Yeah. Okay, I got to get on the phone and do some cool stuff, okay? So let me find our outro. Matt can barely keep my eyes open. I can't wait to figure out what this show is about. All right, 85,000 G.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight.